Welcome and thank you for joining me. My name is Mark Rosier and I'm the CEO of Smart Assets. Smart Assets is a financial services startup delivering custodial services for digital and non-digital assets in a decentralized manner. We seek investors to support market penetration of the powerful Smart Assets platform that efficiently provides traditional custody services while integrating regulatory compliance and reporting into asset servicing workflows. Our market is the global custody market, which services over $160 trillion in assets. Investment in the space has recently increased, with fintech investment over $30 billion in 2017. More focused, investment in blockchain technology is growing rapidly from an estimated 15 million in 2011 to over $1.6 billion US in 2017. The pace of blockchain solutions availability, piloting, and adoption has continued to increase significantly. The Smart Assets platform will be sold as a bolt-on product to existing conventional custodians in the US and around the world. Currently, 5 custodians control 60% of the global market. We plan to market directly to the other 40%, representing over $60 trillion in assets. Our product will transform and optimize our customers' strategic position in this rapidly changing space. Financial regulations are based on local laws that strive to maintain market confidence, support financial stability, and provide investor protections. Specific regulations to accomplish these goals vary widely around the world. The Smart Assets platform has the capability to service disparate asset types within a unified platform, streamlining fractured processes in the areas of custody, along with trade clearing and settlement. Initial development focuses on the custody servicing needs for individual retirement accounts in the United States. But the inherent flexibility of the Smart Assets platform is capable of accommodating the needs of virtually any investment regulatory regime. It is our unique approach of satisfying specific custody and regulatory needs with automation and structured privacy on a permissioned blockchain that sets us apart from any other player in this space. The rest of this presentation will lay out the case for investing in our project. We will review the market structure surrounding the Smart Assets platform, including competitors to our platform, our team structure. We will review Smart Assets platform functionality, including product specifications and the specific use case of an individual retirement account. We will review the customer value proposition, including competitive advantage and differentiation, along with unique selling points. We will review the economics surrounding the project, examining financing needs, our budget plans, and monetization strategies. Finally, we will review the regulatory framework surrounding the Smart Assets platform, both on a global and local basis. We will look at licensing requirements and other compliance needs. Let's examine the design of the Smart Assets project by first examining the market within which it operates. Smart Assets is focused on custody and post-trade clearing and settlement. The custody market is highly concentrated, and further industry consolidation was driven by higher regulatory burdens after the global financial crisis of 2007. The US market, which is Smart Assets' initial market of focus, is home to just over 100 custodians with over 90 trillion in assets under custody. Institutions in the conventional custody space include specialized exchanges for trade matching, clearinghouses to orchestrate trade settlement, custodians to provide safekeeping of tradable assets and provide asset support services, and finally, central depositories provide a secure central location for asset storage, improving asset transfer efficiency. The roles of these players have evolved over time, striving to provide increasing levels of operational speed and efficiency. But at this point, the blockchain-based active software programs called smart contracts are optimally suited to replace labor-intensive administrative workflows provided by these institutions. Smart contracts provide greater efficiency, a faster resolution at a lower cost. Our unique approach to empowering existing custodians means that we are well positioned to lead in this industry transformation. Smart Assets is one of the first movers in the space. So when we examine competitors, at this point there are no other companies using blockchain to efficiently replace legacy trade settlement and custody processes. Competition is expected to arrive soon in this rapidly growing environment. That said, a small sample follows of a diverse group of companies that are involved in related projects. BlackRock's Aladdin operating system for investment managers seeks to connect information, people, and technology needed to manage money in real time. Nomura's Komainu is a joint venture project with Ledger and Global Advisor Holdings to establish a custody service for digital assets. BitGo offers a multi-signature wallet service with a platform API allowing developers to leverage the BitGo security features in their own applications. And finally, Coinbase provides custody of digital assets for its exchange members, but has recently begun offering custody services for digital assets to institutional money managers. The Smart Assets team came together while completing the Masters of Science in Digital Currency at the University of Nicosia in 2018. Motivated by a strong belief that decentralized ledger technology will fundamentally reshape the financial services infrastructure and processes. This belief is informed by their vast experience in working in custody markets as detailed in the business plan. Here follows a list of the founders. The CEO, Mark Rosier, has significant work experience in traditional custodian organizations. Chief Operating Officer, Sumit Kumar, has significant legal regulatory experience in financial services. The Chief Technology Officer, Tarek, has the deep technical background to lead the design and production of the smart contract architecture. And finally, Chief Financial Officer Pamela Millar has significant financing and fundraising experience with the requisite negotiating skills. To fully develop the Smart Assets platform, we will build out a broader team as we go, consisting of two main areas, a development team and a marketing team. The development team will contain a head of R&D responsible for overseeing a team of 6 core developers, able to overcome challenges in a continuously changing environment. Their core competencies focused in the areas of distributed ledger technologies and smart contracts, asset administration and banking, as well as digital asset security. On the marketing team side, the lead will oversee both the marketing group and country managers. The country managers will manage the expectation with the expansion of smart assets with a strong understanding of the local regulations and connections to the local custodians in the markets to which they are assigned. Let's examine the functionality of the Smart Assets project. The product introduces blockchain technology to the workflows of custodial organizations. Many workflows used by conventional global custody firms can be replaced with blockchain-based smart contracts, providing these services more efficiently, faster, and cheaper. The Smart Asset functional specifications provide asset issuer services, fulfill treasury functions, process clearing and settlement, and support fund administration and custody. The technical specifications of Smart Assets include permissioned blockchain using Quorum based on Ethereum blockchain, customizable for organizations to fit various business structures, provide smart contracts for business rules, which enable automation of process workflows, support interoperability with other blockchains, offer multi-factor security protocols, implement self-service capabilities for administrators and regulators, provide scalability for multiple asset classes, and integration with security platforms such as Civic and Self-Key to strengthen Know Your Customer processes. Let's examine the initial use case that Smart Assets was designed to meet. According to U.S. tax laws, various retirement accounts, including IRAs, require that a qualified trustee or custodian hold IRA assets on behalf of the IRA owner. The trustee or custodian maintains custody of the assets, processes all account-related transactions, maintains related records, files the required IRS reports, issues client statements, helps the client understand the rules and regulations pertaining to certain prohibited transactions, and performs other administrative duties on behalf of the retirement account owner. The following illustrations depict the Smart Assets contract structures that streamline recording and reporting processes in two service examples: coordinating the purchase sales of assets and performing tax reporting. The first illustration is of a clearing smart contract structure designed for trade clearing and settlement data transmission over the Quorum permissioned blockchain. The illustration shows 4 nodes operating on the blockchain, 3 actors, the custodian and the 2 exchanges, and 1 regulator as a permissioned oversight party. The rules of the contract are as follows. There's 1 contract per actor in the network. Contract maintains the transaction record between the 2 nodes. All transactions transmitted to individual actor contracts, and each node receives all contracts. Atomic operation is built into contract, so it must update both actors' contracts or not at all. Quorum private transactions uphold the privacy requirements. Only the custodian contract provides the complete record of transactions for the entire network. Exchange nodes only see the record of the transactions they participated in. The regulator can, through permissions, have oversight by being a party to every transaction. The second illustration is a more simple one. The taxable transaction smart contract structure illustrates the requirement that all transactions in and out of an IRA be tracked for tax purposes. This contract records the 1099-R and 5498 required data. In this illustration, the custodian is the sole actor in the network. All transactions, distributions, and contributions are transmitted to the single contract. Each node receives all the contracts, and through permission settings, the tax authority and regulator can have direct oversight by being party to every transaction. Let's review the project plan. In the second quarter of 2018, the team bootstrapped the initial project with $100,000 in personal loans. We designed the IRA framework-based prototype. We completed marketing events introducing the concept to potential customers. And one custodian has already confirmed interest in the project. In the third quarter of 2018, we plan to finalize our white paper to approach venture capital investors, finalize funding with venture capital, and expand our team. In the fourth quarter of 2008, we plan to offer expanded smart asset prototype, roll out a smart asset IRA platform to the first customer, identify pilot opportunities and partnerships for development. In the first quarter of 2019, we plan to complete the alpha prototype, also execute international marketing plan, and release a minimally viable product, a fully functional version. In the second quarter of 2019, we plan to complete the beta smart asset platform testing, launch a complete retirement asset class product, scale the platform, and finalize the roadmap for other asset structures. We will establish a servicing team for client management and host a full launch event. Let's examine the customer value proposition. First, we review the competitive advantages of the Smart Assets product. It provides changes in cost dynamics by decommissioning large parts of the back office infrastructure. It offers improved regulatory compliance with 30 to 50% reduced operation cost. It offers 50 to 70% cost savings on central financial reporting. It provides 30 to 50% cost savings on centralized operations and business operations, such as Know Your Customer and client onboarding, all the while reducing the time windows for process completion, which improves the customer experience. Next, let's look at our unique selling points. The Smart Assets is a bolt-on platform with integration support allowing for supported implementation into current workflows. The platform allows reduction in capital costs compared to traditional custodial finance infrastructure. Regulatory reporting costs are reduced by providing direct access to the ledger and supervision in real time. All the while, it maintains trusted service provider role while reducing costs. Now let's examine how our approach differs from the likely competition. Our approach is to offer a platform as a software product to plug into existing customer frameworks. This leverages the existing blockchain initiative Quorum, which provides a trusted layer without building new foundational infrastructure. The interoperability of our system provides for future developments and revenue streams beyond current processes. It comes with a strong regulation sufficiency built into the platform and is a pre-built platform providing easy integration to existing frameworks right out of the box. The likely competitor approach is to provide the service as an outside entity. The service model approach has its own regulations, liquidity requirements, and data management responsibilities. Legal exposure is greater offering a service than a product. especially in an evolving legal space. Revenue streams, a product licensing based on transaction volumes, versus improved margin, our costs around product development decrease incrementally with expansion and let's examine the economics of the Smart Assets project, beginning with financing needs. The initial product and business plan were developed through personal loans of $100,000. We are now seeking traditional venture capital financing in the form of a bridge loan for $200,000 to ensure rapid, smooth completion of the first contract terms. Subsequently, we seek $12 million to support rapid increase in product sales. Now let's examine our core budgeting. In the first 12 months, revenues are expected to be $1 million due to our initial contract sales. Expenses of $670,000 means that we will be profitable within the first 6-month window. Over the first 12 months, we target 50 individual sales and thus expect revenues of $50 million US and expenses under $14 million. We will therefore be profitable within the first 12 months. Please see the business plan for further details. As far as monetization strategies are concerned, the Smart Assets initial sales fund higher development and deployment costs that come with adoption. Ongoing licensing fees fund product updates. And as far as incentive structures around Smart Assets product, they revolve around reducing the costs to provide existing services for custodians. Additionally, they provide access to new developing markets with natively digital assets. Let's examine the regulatory framework surrounding the project. Smart Assets will eventually pursue the global custody market. Global Know Your Customer and anti-money laundering type rules are broadly similar, designed to combat illegal activities. Meanwhile, regulatory requirements are, of course, jurisdictionally specific and are designed to maintain market confidence, support financial stability, and provide investor protections. The USA, as the initial market for the project, includes the typical patchwork of regulators, including the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, the Federal Reserve, Internal Revenue Service, Comptroller of the Currency, state banking regulators, and Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Smart Assets platform is customizable to meet local requirements in any jurisdiction. Smart Assets allows custodians to leverage the existing regulatory knowledge within their organization, thus limiting our need to become experts in the regulations themselves. Now, as far as licensing and registering, we plan to set up shop in New York City to provide access to financial institutions and networking opportunities. The local licensing requirements would include a general business license and New York State licenses through the Department of Financial Services. These licenses include the Service Contract Provider License, Money Transmitter License, and the BIT License. In summary, it is our unique approach to satisfying broad custody services and regulatory needs with automation on the permissioned blockchain that sets us apart from any other player in this space. We anticipate rapid adoption of our platform. We have a professional and experienced team in place and have secured the first non-exclusive partner custodian scheduled to go live within 3 months. Smart Assets seeks funding of $12 million to dominate the market in 12 months. We look forward to your investment and thank you for your time.